Hello, friends. Welcome to today's reading lesson. We are still working with story elements this whole week. If you remember from Monday and Tuesday, there are many elements to a fictional story. You're always going to have characters, a setting, a problem and solution, and within that characters, you're going to have a main character. You might have more than one main character, but you're also going to have secondary characters. Keep in mind that the main character is usually the one that's driving the story. Sometimes we call that character the antagonist, and that's the person that learns, that grows, that goes through different situations where the secondary characters pretty much stay the same. And then there's a main problem that makes the story keep going. There's usually little minor problems, but the main problem is kind of the whole focus of the story. And then there's different events that lead to the solution, and the story usually ends with a solution, some sort of resolution. The character learns something, the character grows, changes throughout the story, and there's some sort of resolution towards the end. So what you're going to do is you're going to watch the Learn Zillion video. Just click on the link. We're going to review characters' actions and how the words help the reader understand the problem and solution. And then you're going to do a little practice on IXL. Once you have that, you're going to reread Apples to Oregon. I think on the calendar it said My Brother Johnny Carr. I meant to say Apples to Oregon. You should be able to read it again. It's still in your Wonders to Do folder. If you accidentally submitted it yesterday, just let me know and I can just re-give it to you. But you are going to reread this story and you are going to practice summarizing. Now, we summarized last week maybe or the week before when we did nonfiction. Remember, when we're summarizing, we are not giving every single detail. We're talking about the important parts. So before we do that, these questions are going to kind of help you figure out what are those important parts. What's the story about? When did the story happen? Who was in the story? Where did it happen? What was the problem? So you're going to fill those out, obviously, in complete sentences here. And then you're going to use that information to summarize the story. So it says key details from beginning, middle, and end, and then combine your details into sentences, write sentences from beginning, middle, and end to create a summary. So here you're just going to have some words or phrases. Doesn't really need to be, it says 2 to 3 sentences, but 2 to 3 words or phrases is fine. You're going to use each part to write a little summary down here. Now remember that when you are writing a paragraph, it needs to have some sort of introduction and concluding statement. You're just writing a bunch of details. I don't know where your paragraph is starting or where it's ending. Okay, so go back, reread the story, pick out the important parts, just the important parts, and summarize it down here. And that is it.